experiential learning, project-based learning, interdisciplinary studies, self-designed majors. You've heard these phrases before, maybe even at another college visit. Many of them originated at Hampshire College.
Anything is going to make this community, Hampshire College, different from or better than any other college, it will be the willingness of the students to get involved. We want students who want to make their education more than they want to just take it.
In 1958, the presidents of Amherst College, Mount Holyoke College, Smith College, and the University of Massachusetts convened a group of forward-thinking educators to draft a plan for an entirely new college, rethinking the assumptions of traditional higher education. This college would represent the first major departure in undergraduate education in over a century. As a laboratory for innovation and experimentation, Hampshire's model would be student-driven and inquiry-driven. It would emphasize critical analytical skills, research, and creativity, not rote memorization.
The student is viewed as a vessel into which experts pour knowledge, right? And it's preset knowledge that's been pre-digested, and it gets poured into the student's head, and the student is tested on it, and if they get it, then we say job done. It's pretty much dictated to you what you're supposed to read, what you're supposed to write. The Hampshire model is pretty much the opposite of that.
At Hampshire, students are taught how to learn. You are empowered to challenge the status quo, develop a deep sense of self, tackle complex, critical problems in the world, and be a force for positive change. You discover how your interests and skill sets can fashion a better life for yourself and others. As our founders envisioned, our students are uniquely prepared for the age of acceleration, a future where economies, industry, society, and culture are ever evolving.
There's something about the education here that if the student can claim it as their own and shape their own questions, choose their own faculty to work with, it leads them to have a kind of both humility about what they don't know and confidence to try things that look impossible.
Hampshire has been recognized by Forbes as one of the most entrepreneurial colleges in the United States, with 1 in 4 of our alumni going on to start their own business or organization. According to the National Science Foundation, we're in the top 1% of colleges whose students go on to earn PhDs. We are a founding member of Colleges That Change Lives and are recognized internationally for leadership in innovative pedagogy, community engagement, design thinking, entrepreneurship, and sustainability. Recently, Hampshire won the American Ecological Engineering Society's Student Design Challenge. Our team, competing against graduate and PhD candidates, was the only undergraduate team, and they had all just finished their first year at Hampshire.
At any other school where you take a science class and there's a lab component to it, the results are already known, you're not discovering anything new. At Hampshire, all the work that we were doing was original research. The lab reports that you write actually matter.
At Hampshire, you're responsible for designing a customized program of study. In close collaboration with faculty, you'll build a concentration tailored to your interests, experiences, and aspirations. No 2 Hampshire students have ever studied the same thing in the same way, and they never will.
The flexibility that we have allowed me to travel around Europe to look at concepts of identity, morality, cultural evolution, to travel in the Middle East to look at women's issues in the Arab world.
You'll build your education on questions that drive you, working alongside faculty as advisors, mentors, even collaborators. To mirror the natural process of learning, we organize your 4 years at Hampshire into 3 distinct stages of study, called divisions. The divisional system was designed by our founders as a scaffold to support students in creating a truly innovative self-designed major. There are no departments. Courses are designed to cut across boundaries and tackle specific issues.
You talk to any of the Division 3 students, and it's amazing to hear them talk about their work. They've had to think about it, they've had to guide it, they've had to create it, whether they're working with other people or just themselves. They've taken ownership of their education and they've had to make decisions about why they're doing things and reflect on that.
The final stage of your Hampshire education is your Division 3 project. You'll spend the last division carrying out an advanced independent study project that makes a unique contribution to your field. This year-long independent project can take many shapes: radio documentary, ethnographic study, portfolio, curriculum, installation, experiment, research thesis, performance, prototype, animation, software, album, novel, startup.
Hampshire's whole model is based on the risks that are necessary to graduate from knowledge, the mere accumulation of knowledge, to synthesizing that knowledge into real understanding. I do not recognize the person who took the risk to go to Hampshire and the person who went through all the series of risks that Hampshire asks you to take in pursuit of your own self-knowledge.